guys, Kevin here in Japan. I'm making a video talking about working in Japan and employment and finding work. And I've made this video before, but the thing is, there's a lot of people. I make a lot of videos on this jlandkev channel. A lot of people haven't seen a lot of the videos, and there's always new people, subscribing. So this is directly, actually, I was asked a question by someone who's in the United States, and they're currently in the process of enrolling in university. And they're wondering what the job market is like for English speakers in Japan who don't want to teach, don't want to work in the education industry. That's a very valid question. Now, here's the thing. I've only ever worked in the teaching industry, so I can really only speak to that in some regards. But I have met a lot of people in my time here who work outside of the English industry, the teaching industry. Might not necessarily be teaching English, but like education in general. And it's tough. Like a lot of the people I've met who are here who who don't teach, but who are English speakers who work here tend to work for foreign international companies. And they worked for those companies in their own native country and then were transferred here. So for example, you work for a company like Nestle. I've met people who say work for Nestle a few years ago, and Procter & Gamble were still here. I've met people who work for them, or Caterpillar. And they worked for example, Nestle in America and then were transferred here. I don't think you can't come here to Japan and as a non-Japanese person or a non-Japanese speaker apply for a job at Nestle to work in Japan. Because those people are usually kind of high up on the food chain. They're not like working in the mail room or something like that. So that's one method. Get a job with a big company that maybe has an office in Japan and hope that someday you'll be transferred. Probably not the best idea though. I was also asked, what about working, if you were a software engineer, could you come to Japan and apply for a job at Google? Probably not. You're gonna have to be a Japanese speaker. Again, I've looked at work. I've looked at job ads for like working at Google because I was curious in the past about it for myself, like doing like kind of would I be able to do like partner support or this or that, and you have to be absolutely fluent in spoken and written Japanese. Yeah. So there you go. I have met some people who telecommute. So I've met a few people over my years here who are like computer programmers who work for companies in America, and they actually they live in Japan. They do all their work, and it's all sent online back to America. So they work for American companies in America, but they live here. So maybe if you can find a company that will allow you to telecommute, that's a possibility. See, a lot of it has to do with speaking Japanese. If you want to get out of the education industry, you got to be able to speak Japanese well, very well. And then also, you're going to have the reading and writing skills. So there you go. So, it's possible. Again, I'd say try to find some kind of... Getting in the tech sector is probably your best bet. If you had skills doing like app development for Android or iOS, and maybe you can find like a company that telecommunicate. Set up your own business, maybe get into like app development or something and start up your own business, work freelance. And you can live anywhere. Oh well, I don't know if this helps or not, but there you go. Working in Japan in the non-teaching industry, if you can't speak Japanese. Okay, see you later guys. Kevin here in Japan. Check the links below. Oh, and remember, the Facebook event page I'm going to put below. We're having our YouTube meetup this Saturday, November 2nd in Kobe. Check out the details. You're all welcome.